The electric revolution, a brief history of high-performance EVs. Electric cars have come a long way. They used to be slow, they used to be boring, but not anymore. The journey has been thrilling. It's been a race to the top, and it's only getting faster. It all started with Tesla. They showed us electric cars could be cool. The Model S changed everything. It was fast, it was sleek, it made petrol heads sit up and take notice. Suddenly, electric wasn't just about being green, it was about performance too. Other brands jumped on board. Porsche gave us the Taycan, Rimac brought us the Concept One. Each new car pushed the boundaries, they got faster, they got more powerful. The race was on to build the ultimate electric supercar. Now, in 2024, we're seeing the fruits of this electric arms race. The technology has matured, the batteries are better, the motors are more powerful. And the cars? They're absolutely mind-blowing. We're not just matching petrol cars anymore, we're leaving them in the dust. The contenders. Who's vying for the EV speed crown in 2024? The competition is fierce. Everyone wants to be the fastest. Tesla's still in the game with their new Roadster. It's been delayed, but it's promising ludicrous speed. Rimac's not backing down either. Their Navara is a force to be reckoned with. But there are new players too. Lucid's been making waves with their Air Sapphire. It's a luxury sedan that moves like a supercar. And let's not forget about NIO. Their EP9 has been setting lap records left and right. Then there's Lotus. Their Evija is a technological tour de force. It's light, it's powerful, and it's got the heritage to back it up. And we can't ignore Pininfarina. Their Battista is a work of art that just happens to be blindingly fast. But the dark horse? It's coming from a name you might not expect. A brand that's been quietly working away, perfecting their tech, honing their craft. They're about to shock the world, and I mean that literally. Meet the world's fastest electric car of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Aspark Owl, a Japanese electric hypercar maker. They've created the fastest electric car in the world for 2024. It's low, wide, and mean. It looks like it's doing 300 miles per hour standing still. The body is all carbon fiber. It accelerates faster than you can blink. It corners like it's on rails. It's in another league entirely. It's rewriting the rules of automotive performance. And it's doing it without a drop of petrol. Welcome to the future, folks. Breaking down the beast performance specs that defy gravity. Let's talk numbers. The Aspark Owl is a monster. It's got 4 electric motors, one for each wheel. Together, they produce 2,012 horsepower, in a car that weighs just over 4,000 pounds. 0 to 60 in 1.69 seconds. In the time it takes to say Aspark Owl, it's at highway speeds. Top speed, 249 miles per hour. Fully electric, no emissions, just pure speed. Section 5, Under the Hood, the tech that makes it tick. The Aspark Owl is a technological marvel. Its heart is a custom-designed battery pack. It's a 64 kilowatt-hour unit. That might not sound like much, but it's optimized for performance, not range. It can discharge massive amounts of power in short bursts. The battery feeds 4 electric motors. These aren't off-the-shelf units, they're bespoke, designed specifically for the Owl. Each one is compact, lightweight, and incredibly powerful. Together they form a symphony of electric propulsion. But it's not just about raw power. The Owl uses a sophisticated torque vectoring system. It can send different amounts of power to each wheel, giving it incredible agility. It can change direction faster than you can think. The car's brain is equally impressive. It's a state-of-the-art ECU. It manages everything: power distribution, traction control, stability. It makes thousands of calculations per second, all to keep you glued to the road as you blast past 200 miles per hour. Section 6, Design Mastery, where form meets function. The Aspark Owl isn't just fast, it's a work of art. Every curve, every line serves a purpose. The low-slung body isn't just for looks, it's for aerodynamics. It helps the car slice through the air with minimal resistance. The massive rear wing isn't just for show either. It's active. It adjusts on the fly. At high speeds, it provides downforce, keeping the car planted. In braking zones, it acts as an air brake, helping to slow the car from ludicrous speeds. Inside, it's all business. The cockpit is driver-focused. Everything you need is within reach. The steering wheel is a high-tech command center. It's got buttons and switches for every function. You can adjust the car's settings without taking your hands off the wheel. But it's not Spartan. The interior is wrapped in premium materials. Carbon fiber, Alcantara, fine leather. It's a hypercar after all. It needs to coddle you while it's rearranging your internal organs with its acceleration. Section 7, pushing the limits, real-world testing and track performance. Numbers are one thing, real-world performance is another. We took the Owl to the track to see if it lives up to the hype. Spoiler alert, it does, and then some. The acceleration is brutal, it's violent, it's like being fired out of a cannon. Your vision blurs, your chest tightens, it's addictive, you want to do it again and again. And the Owl obliges, launch after launch. No cooldown needed. In the corners, it's a different kind of thrill. The grip is immense. The car feels like it's magnetized to the track. You can carry speeds through turns that seem impossible. The torque vectoring works its magic. It rotates the car with precision. And the top speed run, it's not for the faint-hearted. As you approach 200 miles per hour, the world outside becomes a blur. The car remains stable, planted. But your mind struggles to process the speed. It's an experience unlike any other. Section 8. Expert opinions. What the critics are saying. The automotive world is buzzing about the Owl. Jeremy Clarkson called it a game changer. He said it's redefining what we thought possible in a road car. High praise from a man not easily impressed. Top Gear's Rory Reid was equally effusive. He described driving the Owl as like piloting a land-bound fighter jet. He praised its handling, saying it corners like it's on rails, even at speeds that would see lesser cars spinning into the weeds. Mate Rimac, founder of Rimac Automobili, and no stranger to fast EVs, tipped his hat to Aspark. He called the Owl an engineering masterpiece and admitted it had raised the bar for all of us in the electric hypercar space. Even Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton was impressed. After a test drive, he said the Owl's acceleration was even more intense than an F1 car off the line. Coming from a man who's driven the fastest race cars on the planet, that's saying something. Section 9, a look back, how far we've come in EV speed. To appreciate the Owl, we need to look back. Just a decade ago, the fastest production EV was the Tesla Model SP100D. It did 0 to 60 in 2.28 seconds. That was mind-blowing then. Now, the Owl makes it look pedestrian. Remember the Rimac Concept 1? It was the first electric hypercar. It hit 60 in 2.5 seconds. Top speed? 221 miles per hour. It was revolutionary. But the Owl leaves it in the dust. Even more recent challengers pale in comparison. The Pininfarina Battista, 0 to 60 in 1.79 seconds. The Rimac Nevera, 1.85 seconds. Both incredible machines. Both now playing catch-up to the Owl. The progress has been exponential. Each year the benchmarks are shattered. The impossible becomes possible, and then it becomes outdated. The Owl isn't just fast for 2024, it's setting the pace for years to come. Section 10. The road ahead. What's next for high-speed electric vehicles? The Aspark Owl has set a new benchmark, but in this industry records are made to be broken. The question is, what's next? How much faster can we go? The answer, it seems, is much faster indeed. Rumors are swirling about the next generation of electric hypercars. There's talk of solid-state batteries. They promise even more power, even faster charging. Some say they could push EVs past the 300 miles per hour mark. Then there's the potential of new motors. Engineers are working on designs that are even more efficient, more powerful, smaller and lighter too. They could revolutionize electric powertrains once again. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The future of high-speed EVs is also about handling, about endurance. The next frontier, lasting a full lap of the Nürburgring at full tilt, or competing in endurance races like Le Mans. The Owl is just the beginning. Section 11. Conclusion. The dawn of a new era in automotive excellence. The Aspark Owl isn't just a car, it's a statement. It's proof that the future of high-performance automobiles is electric. It's silenced the doubters. It's shown that EVs can not only match petrol cars, but surpass them. But more than that, the Owl represents a shift in the automotive world. It's not from a traditional supercar maker, it's not from a big-name manufacturer, it's from a small, dedicated team with a vision. And they've beaten the giants at their own game. This is the dawn of a new era. An era where electric power reigns supreme, where the limits of performance are constantly being pushed, where the impossible becomes possible with each passing year. The Aspark Owl is the fastest electric car in the world for 2024. But it's more than that. It's a glimpse into the future. A future that's cleaner, faster, and more thrilling than we ever imagined. The electric revolution is here, and it's electric.